Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 129.
129 de Mario. It's me. It's Mario. It's means a super in Japanese. That's what Scoopy said. It's Mario.
Cheers, boys. Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Hey,
you're going to get this on a Thursday. I definitely needed this one today.
Nice.
One of those days.
Yeah, it was one of those days. I had one of those days.
Did you?
Yeah.
Here. I was going to send you this photo beforehand. This is one of my days. I sent it to you.
Fantastic. Yeah, mine started off. I went to Chick-fil-A to go ahead and get it, and I looked at my wallet, and my debit card was gone. Lost.
There we go.
To the abyss.
What happened there?
I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah.
What exactly am I looking at?
Is that a dislocated shoulder?
It's Kenzie's shoulder.
Is that dislocated?
Separated.
Oh.
Is that good?
Well, that seems like it'll hurt.
Dude, she's all taped up, 6 weeks in a sling minimum.
Oh my God. How did wow.
Yeah.
No swing on a golf club.
No.
Damn.
No, I actually had the conversation with her varsity coach today.
Oh,
letting him know
that. Yeah.
Because she can't make tryouts. Not that it matters.
Right.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying.
Right.
And I was like, I have no idea how it's going to react. I don't.
Wow.
You take it out of a sling after 6 weeks. It could be another 6 weeks, and then the season's basically over with. So he was like, "Oh well, first of all, I'm terrible to hear she's hurt. Second of all, that really sucks."
So I was like, it's a fall sport.
It is.
Oh, okay. I figured it was.
I wish they would change it to spring, considering it's outside.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And the amount of matches that get rained out or rescheduled during the fall is obnoxious.
Well, because September is the worst of all the months, and even the beginning of October.
It's terrible.
Why is it not a spring sport? That's bizarre. That's
See,
weird.
my fall sport with my daughter is okay because she plays indoors.
That's right.
So,
indoors.
Yeah. But then in the spring, she goes and plays beach for the high school.
It's the spring. Right. That's when it should be. That's when you should be outside.
Yeah, that's when baseball is.
They've figured it out.
Interesting.
But it's not. It's weird because it's not that way all around the country.
Oh,
like there are certain I think Georgia. I think it's a spring sport.
Right, but down here that means that you're butting into the golf courses during season.
Yeah.
That's when they get their most money. So that's and you can't charge high schools what you would charge. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's greed.
Isn't that crazy?
No, not really.
Isn't it crazy?
It's crazy.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, boys, we got a lot of Kane shit.
Oh my gosh.
Like insane amounts. We even have some fun anti-FSU Clemson stuff too.
We do?
Yeah. Want to start with that?
Oh, of course I do.
Let's go.
Haven't done that in a while. Coming around the mountain.
Let me go ahead and pull up the tweet here. So Greg Swain, longtime Southeastern radio guy. I don't know if he's still on the radio, if he's just doing a YouTube thing. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure if you know Jenners. But he obviously got connections. So he is saying that and he has had this reconfirmed that Clemson and FSU have been told by the Big Ten, like, y'all can kick rocks. You're not AAU accredited. This just is not going to happen.
Right.
But then he's also added in that SEC told both of them to go fuck off as well. And basically he's saying that both conferences are kind of set with, they're not looking at expansion right now. And I think that kind of plays into what we were talking about a few episodes ago. Like, bro, they got like 18 teams. Like,
I mean, the Big Ten accreditation part makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
we had mentioned that. We had heard that.
Yeah, we had heard that. It makes more sense for the University of Miami because back before it was a football school, it was trying to be the Harvard of the South. And then we talked about being mutually exclusive and their lack thereof. And here we are. The SEC, I mean, yeah, there's some players there that might not want, FSU, I'm saying Florida, to join, and Clemson, South Carolina. Remember, Texas A&M was having their panties were all up in a bunch once they said Texas was coming in. So you're going to have some people, some in-state rival schools that want to keep that SEC advantage because that's their advantage, right? What is Florida, if they're going well and Florida State's going well, what is Florida always going to use as their advantage? We're an SEC school, and they're not. We're SEC. So you give your in-state rival that advantage, it kind of loses its appeal a little bit. So I can see why they're balking.
Who would have to approve or deny their admission to that conference? Like, how does that work? Anybody know?
Like the board of trustees, or not the board of
presidents?
trustees?
I think the school presidents, they have like
does it have to be a majority? Does it have to be unanimous? Does it?
I don't know.
I would say it's the person who's speaking loudest at the table. That's usually how that shit works.
I'd be interested.
I would guess it's probably like at least like I would say it's probably like 2/3 or something. I doubt it's a slim majority, like 51-49.
Interesting. I'd be curious about that.
Yeah.
Now you see the spinoff, they're looking at potentially 6 ACC schools to join the Big 12.
Yes.
Hey, at this point, it's a foregone conclusion. Big 12, you're waiting to implode. ACC, you're waiting to implode. Stop making this a 6th grade dance. She's over there, you're over there. Let's just cut right to high school prom night, bro. Brown chicken, brown cow. Let's just do the deed.
I mean, at least the Big 12, if they did do that, they could basically make it into 2 divisions, East and West, and it would be somewhat geographically, because they have so many of the Pac-12 that they absorb, remember. So you would have an East and West of the Mississippi, basically, 2 divisions. They would each have about what, like 25,000 fucking teams.
Yeah, they have to rename too, because it's always been weird. The Big 10 and then the Big 12. You guys are really
makes
creative.
Sense when you had 10 and 12 teams. You have the Big 10 with 47 teams now, still called the Big 10.
Listen, then
they had Big 10 when they were 11 and they changed the logo. Remember that?
Here's where I think it's advantageous for the ACC and the Big 12, because I think together they can pull a nice media market. I think they could get a nice media rights deal together. I think the SEC and the Big 10 are still set to lap them. But if you can kind of pool your resources, right, as you're moving on to King's Landing, if you can grab some of the other little markets, then you can have a formidable army against the Dragons, because it is House of Dragons season. So let's throw that reference in there.
The Big 12 and ACC. First of all, the ACC has more teams, 17 to 16. You're talking 33 total teams. If that was going to become like some sort of a merger. So you're looking at basically like 2 16-team divisions, which is basically what you're in right now.
Big 12 won 6 teams, only 6. So what happens to the remaining 11 of the ACC?
They go to the AAC, like, I don't know, like dispersed. I don't know.
Like Cal and SMU.
So if they get 6, that means they're going to go up to 22 teams. So that would be the Big 12 with 22 teams. So 2 11-team divisions.
I think at that point you need to just get 2 more, go 24, get 2 12-team divisions at this point.
You need even a number to, they got to have playoffs within the division eventually.
And what are some of the intriguing matchups? Okay, UCF went over there. So UCF Miami matchup is fun. I don't care what you say. They're right up the road. They're the consummate little brother with no national championships. Don't let them tell you that. They'll tell you that they have one.
They do have one. They won one.
Yeah. So that's at least fun. Okay,
that's
Oklahoma State.
That's it. That's the only connection.
What do you mean?
The only other connection is you have way back in the day with the Big East, you have a connection with West Virginia. The whole conference is Midwest and West. So it's in Cincinnati. Like, I mean, there's no There's no teams that the Cane fans are going to be excited about playing every single year outside of UCF.
I agree there. I'm just, that's why I wanted to ask the question.
You're really going to travel to Iowa State,
part of
bro?
It,
we're really going to travel to Iowa State? Like, oh, yeah, Cyclones. Let's fucking
Listen, I'm saying we're going to take her to prom. We're going to graduate from the middle school era. We're going to take her to prom, but I'm not saying she's our first choice either.
She's who's going to the Iowa? Hold on.
She's just the one that's most willing to put out at this point. Come on, Big 12.
You got to do what you got to do. You know who's definitely going to that Iowa State game?
Tua?
You.
Iowa State?
Yeah, you love that guy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, man crush on him.
He is all about the ball. Yeah.
And cheers to the Hawk Tua girl cashing in on her NIL. Yeah, congratulations. University of Miami knows about NIL, and Hawk Tua knows about NIL. You go, girl.
Go get it.
Get it while it's
go get it. Now all we need is what we really need Now all we need is for somebody who has, she's from a very small town in Tennessee. All we need is somebody who has or may not have experienced that to come out and say, it's not nearly that good.
You need Pookie to say that?
And just shut the whole thing down real quick. What do you think?
I was more disturbed.
Or she has, or she brings in somebody to back her up and say how incredible that really is. She'll get more deals and she can give them a cut. And it's, that's probably the better way to go.
All right. So this is,
Spit on that thing. That's boring. That girl said how spit on that thing. That's boring. I'm farting on it. Exactly. Speak to him, Toothless. I'm farting on it.
Oh no, this is not good.
No, it's not. It's not good. That's. She will never be as popular as the Hawk to a girl.
Yeah, she's farting on it.
Yeah, not Toothless. Exactly.
That isn't. Oh no, that is not good.
No,
it's not good. It's just not good in any way.
Oh no, this is not good.
Oh. What do you think is the most number they can go like for one of these conferences?
40.
That's a stupid fucking answer. There you go.
Shut up, OBB row. OBBAI row. I mean, Scoop.
You can blame it on yourself. It's fine.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
22.
10 and 10. 10 and 10.
No, 40. I'm going to stick with 40. You play one team in conference every 6 years.
I mean, in my mind, 10 is the ideal size for the division because that way you can play all 9 of your opponents, and then you still have room for 2 or 3 for a cupcake game, for a TV game.
But you're never going to play your other conference. You're really stuck.
Whatever, you're playing in the championship game.
Yeah, I agree there.
Man, I don't give a shit. Like, again, do I care if we play, Arizona? Not really. I mean, there's just nothing. Listen, Big 12's fine, and it'll be more money, and that's fine. But there's no, as a fan, I don't have any connection to any of those teams outside of UCF.
I like that.
Fine. Maybe it's time for new ones.
I like the Big Ten matchups a lot for the University of Miami as far as matchups are concerned. I want no part of the SEC. That's just a rigorous gauntlet. You're getting your ass kicked every year. You go 8-4 though in the SEC, you got a good chance to making the playoffs. The way they hold clout.
It's not going to be much easier.
Oh hell no!
And especially you got to go up north in November.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not built for that shit.
It's like what 16, but think about the Big 12. You got to take what 6 teams from the ACC though. I mean, yeah, if you take Clemson, Florida State, and then we basically start a new conference on the east side because we're on the east side and they're the west side. I mean, we have the power conference on our side, but that's fun. The old SEC, the old ACC coming out here. So it depends on what 6 teams you come. Florida State, Clemson definitely make it more attractive in a Big 12. I would love for Texas A&M maybe to jump back ship. I know they're not happy with Texas. Maybe they're looking into the Big 10. But, if you could get a real powerful, formidable Texas team to kind of merge too, that makes it pretty fun. And then UCF. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. The more you think about it, none of the Big 12 schools in itself other than UCF are attractive. But if you're bringing some of the ACC band with you, it's not a bad look. It's not a bad look.
I was my biggest surprise of that story was that the SEC told rumors to tell those 2 teams that they can kick rocks because SEC's at 16 teams. I mean, the Big Ten's at 18. You would think that the SEC would want to get to like that 18 number because that seems to be where they're about to be the smallest conference, but they're the most powerful. So I'm just surprised that they don't want to expand right now into 18, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Sankey's a goddess, so he knows better than all of us. Did you guys see Cam Ward and Shedeur talking shit?
Yeah.
I did. They came out and basically said that's kind of how they talk to each other. It's kind of like all in good fun. So it was a story, but yet a non-story.
Y'all bullshit. I can't stay hydrated, man. Y'all bullshit. Well, we don't get water. Bullshit, y'all can't handle that heat. That's what it is. Hello? It's cool, though. Bro. I've been up there. Colder. I don't think you got better than you. I did. I got better. I might have been the reason we was late, but I got better.
Okay, I'm gonna get better tomorrow and Saturday.
We throwing comebacks. We throwing comebacks. You just lost it and you placing it. You not throwing it.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Listen,
My favorite route too, a comeback route. Let's go.
I love that our quarterback's talking shit in the offseason. Let's fucking go. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Talk trash.
Yeah, he's a Kane at heart.
Yeah.
We invented that.
And especially if he's your boy. Yeah, man, have fun. I think everyone's reading way too much into all that shit.
Yeah. It's a story, but it's a non-story.
Exactly. It's only a story because it's July.
And his last name's Sanders.
That's the other thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See what Dion was saying about he's judged differently. His wins are different than everybody else's. Basically.
What's his excuse?
I'm just saying, does he where he only had 4 last year? He says he's judged differently.
Well, he's going to have like another 4 wins this year.
Listen, man, you better do something this year because what happens after his son and Hunter leave?
See, we said it. The problem for him was never going to be skill position guys. I just think in that part of the country, it was just, was he going to appeal to the offensive lineman? And it has just been an open turnstile. So I don't know. That's my concern. Like where, with Mario, you have the opposite. You know the trenches are going to be just fine down here. You're just worried about quarterback, maybe some wide receivers until he puts somebody like Steadfast in the league at the number 1 position or in the first round. But it's the opposite with him. I feel like he's going to get his, DBs, more his skill position guys. He's relatable, right? It's just you need the hog mollies up front, Dion. I don't know. Somebody's got to protect your kid.
Oh, maybe protect his other kid from bankruptcy.
Well, that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah.
Canes unveiled the uniforms.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, okay.
I do because the black one is its best iteration. I think. Yeah.
Every time you wear the black one, you lose.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Let's
they
go.
got rid of like the green stripe in the helmet. But
that's going to change. That's going to change, man.
What? Have we won? Have we won a game in the Miami black uniforms?
Due.
Have we won a game in the black uniforms?
We're due.
I think these Mark Richt style uniforms have gone and they're like just keep them in the past. I was really excited for Mario to come here, coming from Oregon. I kind of wanted to be the Oregon of the South. I really did. And he came and just did exactly what Mark Richt did. Nope, this is the uniform I played with, brother. Other than getting rid of the 80s tube socks. I
don't disagree.
Look.
I would have very
Damn
much
you,
liked
Mario.
to have seen that. But like
and there's such staunch opposition, right?
Innovative with it and creative with it. If you want to wear a new one every other week, like, okay, that's fun because then you can't pin it on the fact that every time we wear a black uniform, we shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now people are jaded. They're pissed off about it because like every time you bring it up, it's, oh, we lost that game. We lost that game. We lost Georgia Tech. We were in the blacks last year. That was fun.
Here's an idea.
We've lost plenty of games recently in the oranges and the greens and the whites. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I said. I don't care about the uniforms. What you're introducing uniforms. I don't give a shit.
Here's an idea.
Just win.
Just win more at night because you usually have more crowd at night. Just win more at night because you're only going to wear those black uniforms at night. Damn sure, for sure, can't wear it down here in this heat during the middle of the day. So win at night and it won't matter. Don't even look at the uniform.
Yeah, I don't understand. I understand the we've never won in them, but the fact that any of us like seriously think that's the reason why we haven't won any of those games is because we're wearing black uniforms. Listen, bro, I just would assume that everybody would like additional merch they can buy. Listen, I'll be honest. I got some of the black stuff. I think it looks cool as fucking shit with the neon fucking thing. I think it's tight as hell.
But I'll be honest.
That's the reason why we lost. Like, get the fuck. How would I be fucking 6? Like, come on.
That's Adidas is missing their mark here because I have like a blackout jersey. I have like a Miami Nights jersey. It's so close to looking like the other one. It's microscopic difference. I'm not gonna buy this one. I like change it up.
No, but at least you have one. It's not like you're not gonna buy it because we never win in those uniforms.
No, yeah, I have one.
You still have the orange one. How many losses have we had in those the last fucking 7 years?
Yeah.
Just saying. All right.
The Oregon of the South.
All right. So this is something cool. What about a road trip? 2027
Vegas, baby.
Kickoff, baby. 2027 kickoff.
Vegas, baby.
Canes,
Mikey likes it.
Allegiant Stadium.
Mikey likes it.
Well, my
Fucking
daughter's
love it.
out there
It
currently
all grown up
as
now.
this is going on. So she's out there. So and I told her, I said, sweetheart, imagine with me a little person you can't see. Just a little person, a little guy with a hairdryer in your face. And that's Vegas heat. Oh my goodness. She texted me, Dad, it is so hot here, and you are right. I can't find him, but he's got a hairdryer in my face. And then you get in that debate. Well, it's not the same heat as it is down here. It's
bullshit.
humid.
You can't even breathe. In July, it's like a blowtorch.
Like you went into an oven. That's what it feels like. You're being roasted
And they
alive
shut
at
the door.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Yeah. Jen was in Phoenix last week with our nephew for
Zero
a big,
humidity.
for a big baseball thing. And yeah, she said it's unbelievable. She was like, it was 117 degrees. She's like, you have no idea.
And let's celebrate because we're not sweating immediately. I don't care. I'd rather sweat a little bit than feel like I'm burning alive with like mashed potatoes as a side. Get out
But
of
I
here.
will tell you, the heat down here this past couple weeks has been. I got heat stroke washing my fucking car.
Related
Literally.
related to this subject, not totally an off ramp. Did you see Coach Coop? What he keeps his house at these days?
It's fucking
temperature?
insane.
Was it
But he lives
81?
like in Tennessee, dude.
81.
81.
But he lives in
I
like
saw that.
Tennessee.
What the
I
fuck does that
tried
matter?
for
The sun
science
doesn't,
today.
The sun doesn't.
I was always 74 and I'm up to
Come up?
75 and it's comfortable. So as for science, I was like, let me try 76. And that was the break point for me. And I can't even imagine 81.
No.
That's just criminal, bro. That's just
No.
criminal.
No, our schedule went to 76 for some reason.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's always 76, but I didn't change it for the summer.
Mhm.
And Steph was like, is the air broken? I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I just had to turn it down. It was on 76. And bro, stifling.
Yeah. Can't do it.
Stifling.
Can't do it.
We will leave it at 75 when we leave the house for the
Sure.
pets. And then the minute we're back in the house, that thing is at 73. And at night, it can get down to 68.
68.
Oof. I'm a 72 guy.
I'm 70.
We're not talking golf scores, but this is good for me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually like competitive with this score. It sounds like golf scores, but it's
72.
not.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm at 70. And I'm still like not terribly comfortable. But when it's 70 and I go to sleep, it's cold.
Oh yeah.
But
72
like
is cool for
I
me.
get hot when I sleep, I think.
When we got the dog on us, the cat's on us, like it's a full bed.
They both
You
sleep
know.
in the bed.
Oh,
They
they
both sleep in the same
sleep
bed?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. And they're like up there, like on the pillows, like by our heads and shit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Viper
the
sleeps
fucking-
on Steph's head.
Yeah. I mean, Stella's 45 pounds, bro. And she's higher up in the bed than anybody
Yes.
else with her own
Yes.
fucking pillow. Like, what the fuck is
I'm
going
like,
on?
what are we doing? Why is
We've
the
lost
dog
all
like
control.
on your head?
Oh, yeah. We've lost all
Yeah.
control. Yeah.
My little French Revolution, they're down, they're separated. They can't get upstairs, and that's it. They sleep on each other's head. They don't sleep on my head.
And now we got a stray cat outside that apparently now we're adopting.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. He's black too, like Frank.
Yes,
the
he
cat.
is. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Frank's
God.
not overly happy about this development.
Okay.
But you know,
Can you tell them apart?
oh yeah, no, absolutely, yes. This one's about probably like 8-9 months. Frank's 4, and Frank's definitely fatter.
Fatter.
He's a house cat life.
Remember when he
Frank doesn't-
Jenners, you weren't here for this when he shit on Toast keyboard.
during a podcast, yeah.
That was
Are
awesome.
we sure that was the cat?
Oh yeah.
No, but that's what
What's
he blamed it on.
the stray
We
cat?
got
Have you named him?
we there's still a negative
Beans.
iTunes podcast review
Naked
because
beans.
of that.
Frankie Beans.
Someone took exception to the fact.
Frank
Oh my
Beans.
goodness.
Yeah.
Toast. Do you have a name for that stray cat? Because we just gave him one.
Yes, we already have a name for him.
What is it?
Bob.
It's Beans. Come on. Frank and Beans. Good job, Scooby. Oh my goodness. The only difference between Frank and Beans is Frank's got an NIL deal. That's all.
There you go.
Meow meow.
All right, before we get to our people, got to talk one more thing. Throwing a little thing back to the glory days. ChatGPT ranked the best national champions at all-time teams, and 2001 Canes came in at number 1.
Obviously.
Mhm.
They take into account too what those guys did in the NFL and just the fact of how many of them went and are going to be Hall of Famers. Come on now. Stop it.
Are there any on there that are surprising?
Well, we've got
There's
number
actually
two.
two FSU teams in that top 10. They have two of them.
Yeah. So, well, my surprise was the order. So I thought 2 would be 2019 Joe Burrow LSU.
That's what I thought too.
They
But
are
they
at
had
number
US
5. They're at 5.
But they had USC.
USC's at number 2, 2004, Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Okay.
And number 3 is 99 FSU.
See, that's what was surprising. I didn't think the 99 FSU team.
99 FSU, yes.
I would think
Who the fuck was on that team?
Isn't that is that Charlie Ward? No.
Probably.
Charlie Ward?
That's what got Rick hired.
No,
over
is that Wenke?
No, it had to be Ward.
I have no idea.
99 FSU.
99 FSU.
Number 3?
Fun and gun offense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Perfect season, 12-0, 8-0. Mark Richt, 6th season, offensive coordinator. Mickey
Anquan
Andrews,
Bolden was
Jesus,
your
dude.
quarterback.
Anquan Bolden.
He was a badass wide receiver.
Yeah. What? That team better than the 13 team?
I think they got knocked by ChatGPT.
Darnell
just on
Dockett.
Jameis Winston's antics alone. They're like, you know what?
Well, he stole crabs.
Yeah. At least he didn't get
Fabian
crabs.
Walker.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Burrow at 5 is
Joe Burrow.
Those two are really surprising.
Number 4 is 2020 Alabama.
Okay.
Then number 6 is 2013 FSU. So Jameis.
Yeah, that seems low.
I got no problem with that. 2018 Clemson. I didn't think any Clemson team would be among the best top 10 of all time.
That's the Trevor Lawrence teams, right?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, dude,
2018.
I'll be honest. ChatGPT's got no
Trevor
love
Lawrence
for
has been-
anything
well, it makes it early.
prior to 1999. So, like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, it said the modern era.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Past 25 years.
So 2005 Texas is number 8.
Good team.
2009 Bama, number 9.
Vince Young.
And then 2010 Auburn is at number 10.
Huh?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Auburn's going to win the football game.
That was still one of the craziest.
No
plays of
Florida
all time.
teams on there?
No Florida teams on there. No Tebow team.
Well, none of them were undefeated.
Correct.
It's true.
I think that's probably a huge part of it.
Can't be the best ever if you took an L.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, even if it led to a
Because listen,
monumental speech that is now
tell
a plaque on
we'll
your
tell
stadium.
you as Hurricane fans, we'll tell you too, we're blue in the face. 2001, yeah, is the greatest team ever. 2000's team was better,
Yep.
Better team. Yeah, we're not even close.
but
Well,
they
I'd
lost
say
on the
it's
road
close,
to
but not-
Tuyasa Sopo, and that was it. Now they can't be the best team. They're not even in the top 10.
Best backup quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Oh my goodness, we got torched.
Tuyasa
Should have won 3 in a row.
Played for like 20
And I remember
years,
our
never played
offensive
a game.
coordinator at the time took responsibility for the game. So it was my fault we lost. One Mr. Larry Coker. Shit game plan, Larry. Mimi.
All right.
Now then he was a road runner.
Did you see that? Who is it? Who's the coach that is all former LSU coach who wants to sue the College Football Hall of Fame or whatever? Someone because the docked wins have knocked him out of contention. I'm like, go fuck yourself until Howard gets in. Go piss off.
Who, me?
No. Who's the grass eater?
I should.
And then went to like Kansas or something.
Les Miles.
There you go, Les Miles.
Grass
Les
eater.
Miles. Didn't he chew on grass a little bit? I thought he used to chew on grass.
Yeah, that's why I called him a grass eater.
Yeah.
Like a
Even Lou Holtz.
antelope or something. A cow.
All right. So it is again a little bit of rain. Blue tarp season. Hurricanes are just the Saharan dust is saving us, but you just know these hurricanes are going to be coming. It's going to be major rain events. Just make sure you got a good solid roof on your pad, man.
Yeah, you know what? We never even thought about that. Hurricane season is blue tarp season. Blue tarp season is all year long, but if you need an extra, 2 blue tarp season is also hurricane season. And Toast is absolutely right. There's only one name you should call, especially in this area, South Florida staple. It's Paul Baines. Hey, I'm Paul. What do you do, Scoopy?
Give me a call.
That's right. 981 Roof, 954-561-305. Those are your prefixes, whichever one you like to, anything you want.
Anything?
Use those 3, 981 Roof. They'll come over. Tell them the OBB sent you. And now that we've talked about that, let's talk about some balls, shall we?
Sweaty balls.
hot. Trim them.
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Hey,
Cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
Thank you, chef. Thank you, chef. He does kind of sound like
he
chef
does
himself.
sound like chef.
Yeah, that's what we'll call him from now on.
Pennies.
Pennies.
Thank you, chef.
This is madness.
Thank you, chef.
Look, I think the most important thing to take from the Manscaped is that there's a certain time in every man's life that they realize that you need to have two separate sets of clippers.
Mhm.
And if you don't, that's fine. Listen, you've been young, you whatever, but you need to get two separate. You need a special pair for your boys. Manscaped has the best clippers designed specifically not for your face, for your sack.
Yeah, and it has a light on it.
Yes.
Yes. They should put high beams on it.
Just, you know what else they should put? Like a little thing that can help lift up your gut so you can still see down there. Or maybe that's just a personal me problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. It needs to be an option.
Could be an add-on, man. Upsell, add-on.
Do it by feel, buddy.
Little belly pusher upper. I don't know what the hell you call it. Little belly lifter.
Great.
Now we talked about the balls. Scoopy. Talk about the package.
Dude,
The
he's
packages,
destroying
yeah.
soccer.
Feedthebookie.com. Scottish Open bright and early. So if you guys haven't gotten in for the package, you're out on that one because by the time you listen to this, it will have already started, considering it's in Scotland.
Hmm.
Scotland Yard.
But you should be following him for the soccer people.
Yes.
He has been destroying the Euros and Copa America. Like I think at one point, like 24-7, something like that. He's got Colombia winning this one, and right now in the second half they're up, even though they're down a man. And then I believe now you can bet on the Olympics, right?
What?
Can you bet on the
like,
Olympics?
everything. Why would
Like
you?
the soccer Olympics and stuff. Like I wonder if that's like, I'm guessing if you can, you will be. He also had a parlay that should have hit today with Caitlin Clark that he put out there for free. 2 or 3 came through. How she had 5 rebounds at the beginning of the second quarter and couldn't get 2 more to the rest of the game blows my mind.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But whatever.
So, and then football season's coming up. NFL.
College.
And NCAA. We are gearing up and getting ready to go. Baseball is not winding down yet, but hopefully soon enough. A couple more months of that. He's been doing very well there.
Why do you hate baseball?
I'm just bored. I'm bored. I mean, give me the football season. We got look the golf's picking up, right? We're getting to the end of the season. FedEx
We got
Cup's
the British
coming
up, right?
We've got the British next. You got the Scottish, and then you've got the British next week. The Open Championship. Novak, our man, our boy, our dude, finished 7th last week at the John Deere. Great week. Got to be the easiest course on tour, I would imagine. I didn't ask him that.
Those scores were ridiculous.
If you, yeah, I mean, it was
video game golf, man. It was like
he shot 7th. He shot 21 under.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just wild. His buddy, Davis Thompson, who he plays in the one in New Orleans. Oh my gracious me, oh my. What's that damn thing that the paired up one?
Sure.
Anyway,
that one.
That's his partner in that one. So that was pretty cool. That his boy ended up winning it. And yeah, so over in the Scottish and then the British. Rory back to defend the title at the Scottish. And then over to the Open.
That's
which
is the third major or last?
Also, I believe this would be your last.
This is the last.
Last of the year. And then we got FedEx. Novak at 80 now.
Okay.
He's at 89, he's at 80, and that would have gotten him in all the years past. But now the FedEx, you have to be in the top 70 to get
but he's got a little time left.
Got a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little time.
All right.
Get it done, dude.
So before we get into Wheel of Topics, this was an interesting headline that I saw come across, and I'm not surprised by it. So Phil Knight, founder, former CEO, billionaire man from Nike, is 86, and he desperately wants to see Oregon win a national championship in football. And so he has basically said, unlimited NIL resources. He's a billionaire, so he can certainly do it. You think this works? Do you think this gets them over the top, gets them enough players to?
I think he has a better chance to be paid off the refs. To be honest, if you got that much money, here you go. Here you go, Terry Porter. There.
True. I find it interesting because I find a scenario like that being not the only scenario, but one in a few different types of scenarios that could just screw up the NIL market, right? In general, which is basically, I don't give a shit. Pay him whatever he wants. And then what the market is kind of balanced itself out with goes out the window. And then everyone's, battling for the rest of it. But I mean, give it a shot. Well, why not? I mean, isn't that the whole thing? You can pay them whatever you want now. They don't have to do anything for you.
Well, but now here's the thing that he makes this announcement. Now, let me just, if I'm not mistaken, next week we're getting a commitment announcement from DJ Pickett, right? The 5-star cornerback. And we're one of 3, and Oregon's one of those 3 as well. Now, all of a sudden, a week before that, Oregon now has an unlimited NIL. I mean, did they just throw him $2 million now and it's just over? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's, ooh, boy.
And Phil doesn't care. He could be put on the worst sanctions of all time. He's like, I don't care. I'll be dead. At least I.
Well, dude. Listen, he could be dead before they even win it. Like, they could get to the national championship game, and he's at the point now where he could die before it even happens. That'd be awful, huh?
Just do it.
They go undefeated, and he dies right before the title game.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh, all right, Mike Gundy.
You gotta do Mike Gundy.
Oh my God, what is he doing?
Soon to be conference rival Mike Gundy.
Well, listen, man, his running back got busted for a DUI, and let's go with Mike Gundy talking about it.
So I looked it up on my phone. What would be the legal limit? Like in Oklahoma is 0.08, in Ollie was 0.1. So I looked it up, and it was based on body weight. Not to get into the legal side of it, but I thought really 2 or 3 beers or 4. I'm not justifying what Ollie did. I'm telling you what decision I made. Well, I thought I've probably done that 1,000 times in my life.
I will say this.
It's great.
Cheers, Mike Gundy.
I know where he's kind of going with that. I don't know that I would have said 1,000 times in my life. I will tell you in my personal, just as a confession, there is one time that I totally should have gotten pulled over. And I'm very lucky that I didn't. And but I think there's probably a lot of people that have that moment.
Was this before or after you threw beer? Which one?
Oh, this would be right around the same time of throwing beer. Yes.
There you
long time ago.
Some of the beer ended up right back down in your gullet.
But bro, like trying to explain away a DUI over 0.2 and oh man, like there's no winning there. Like just shut up.
It's not good. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is not good.
Oh no.
Well, did you hear the back? This is not good. Did you hear the back pedal today?
Oh no.
No.
Oh, today the back pedal was. I wasn't saying I drove drunk 1,000 times. I was saying there's 1,000 times I've made a bad decision. That was the back pedal.
Yeah, because at 1,000 times, we have to have a discussion, Mike. It sounds like you got to go to AA at this point.
I mean, what an idiot.
Well, didn't he also have an interesting punishment for Ollie because he got the DUI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your punishment's going to be facing the facts. That's why we brought him here today. I said, you're not going into hiding. You're going to face the music. You're going to have to stand up and talk to people and answer questions. And hopefully, more than football, you can learn from the situation you've been in. Because if not, then we have a real issue. But he's going to play. And I'm going to do what we think is best for Oklahoma State football. And I think it's best for Ollie to play. If there's any punishment, it's make him carry the ball 50 times in the first game.
Okay, sure.
He went from worse to worser.
Worser. He says we're going to do what's best for Oklahoma State football.
Yeah.
And what's best is that he plays.
Yes, and carries it 50 times.
What?
Just not even hiding it, yes.
Yeah, like the prepackaged, let's PR response. We're very disappointed in what he did. Yes, we're going to go ahead and internalize this. Yes, there's going to be consequences. And then next, it comes out first day and he's starting. I mean, that's the play, right? The play doesn't involve, well, I've drank 2 to 4 beers 1,000 times before. And yeah, we're just going to give him the ball 50 times as a punishment.
Yes,
That is
I
not
am.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Chef.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a different guy.
Chef and
that's
Chef.
Not the
Yeah, that's not Chef. No, that's not
my
Chef.
bad.
Jesus.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's totally different scenario.
Do we even have any
All
drops
shit
of
together.
Chef? Have we ever played a drop of Chef?
No, but the one guy sounds
No.
like Chef. Eddie.
Yeah,
He
not
sounds
one.
like
A little
Chef. Yes, I am is the park the car guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
With the
Oh,
suspended
God.
license.
All right,
Yeah.
wheel of topics.
Yes, I am.
I also do now have this from Mike Gundy that I'm going to keep.
So I looked it up on my phone.
Okay, good. He looked it up on his phone. So anytime you guys ask me a question, Mike Gundy's just going to go.
So I looked it up on my phone.
Oh, he looked it up on his phone. This is what he found.
Thanks, Mike.
Not going to get illegal about it. It could be 2 or 3 beers.
It has something to do with body weight. I don't know.
Oh,
Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut, in what I think is a very scripted cross promotion with Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings did a promotion in July where it was $20, all you can eat wings, boneless wings. They bring them out 10 on a plate, as many as you want. So they said if Joey Chestnut can eat 200, they'll extend the promotion another month. And he did it in 37 minutes. So,
did he actually just enjoy them, or did he just shove them all into his mouth?
from the video I saw, it didn't look like he was, speed eating anything. It
Does
looked
he
like
dip
was
them in
just
water
eating them.
first?
I didn't see that either. I feel like that'll wash the sauce off.
You would think so.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest. I have only been to B Dubs once. There's not one near me, and yeah.
how many boneless
right
wings?
by the house. I've been in one time.
How many boneless wings do you think you could eat in a sitting?
Oh, I bet I could pound down about 30. Now, are they breaded?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. So they're like kind of like fried nuggets. Like, all right. So
they're
I
more
mean, at the
chicken
most,
nugget type.
maybe like 20, 25.
It's still pretty strong.
Yeah.
What do you
More than
want
all
to?
of you.
Hence, you need the gullet lifter for
The belly
For-
lifter
yeah, to shave
for
this,
the shaving
Yeah,
utensil. Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing chair yoga.
There you go. My internet sucks tonight.
It does.
Yeah, you're very choppy and fuzzy.
I know.
You look like you have a
what's going
filter on you.
I don't know what's going on.
An orange filter.
No, like-
You running for politics? You running for president?
Oh my God, Scoop. Oh my God, Scoop. Oh my God, Scoop. This is just for you. They did some new polling, and there is a duo right now that is polling ahead of Trump, beating him 43-40 for the presidential. Would you like to know who is on that Democratic ticket?
Well, I told you last week or 2 weeks ago, the only person they could put on there that could beat Trump would be Hillary.
Her and
I don't know who
Kamala.
her running mate would be. Huh?
Kamala. Her and Kamala.
You gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to him.
Anyways, that's all. I just saw that and I know you love her so much.
I just saw
Hillary.
listen, I just saw a meme because I'm looking up 5 questions. I had a late start. It's like, what is a harder job than being Biden's sign language interpreter? I'm pretty sure he just said, "Yeah, come over here and fucked your wife." I was like, "Did
I
he
saw that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
like what is going on?"
It's awesome. And at this point, it's
Dude,
awesome.
Oh, hell, dude, he
funny.
lost
so many
Clooney
good
today.
sound bites.
He lost Clooney.
I saw that too.
Clooney's now like, get the fuck out of here.
That was after, and conveniently after he raised the $28 million.
Yeah, well, of course. No, of course. Yes. You gotta You got to get in the
on
coin
the
first.
Facts of Life. He was Mrs. Garrett's handyman. Cheers,
he?
Gigi.
Oh, is that where it was at?
Yes.
Well, now I know he was on Early Roseanne. He was her when she was working at the plant. He was like the manager or something.
I see our producer. Yeah, but you could trust Roe on that one. Facts of Life, George Clooney. Yeah, Mrs.
I'm
Garrett's
well aware
handyman.
of George Clooney on the Facts of Life. I was looking up the thing that Biden said today.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, that's not good.
I got it right here.
What is
Right
it?
of his alliance through one of the most consequential periods in its history. I realize, I was talking to your wife, I personally asked you to extend your service.
What did he just say?
I realized I was fucking your wife. That's what he says.
Play that again. Play that again.
What?
Incredible.
Hold on.
Incredible.
Alliance through one of the most consequential periods in its history. I realize, I was talking to your wife, I personally asked you to extend your service.
And he chuckles at it.
Forgive me.
I do. Listen, for those watching on YouTube, I do not know sign language, and I totally apologize to those who live with disabilities and use sign language. I was not trying to poke fun, but I definitely wanted to poke fun at the part where he said what he said, and that is he's definitely banging another man's wife. So there you go.
Yes, I am.
Funny.
Pennies.
Do you think he knows he is, or does he just think it's Jill?
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't know. You kind of get the sense too that after his abysmal debate performance, they kind of see the writing on the wall. So, and it seems like he's defiant. So I think they just took the guardrails even further off. Be like, all right, yeah, you want to run for a second term? Go ahead, go on your own. Yeah, you don't need a speechwriter for this one, Joe. Go on.
What did he say the other day? All the roads are closed. That's what they tell him because there's no traffic anymore.
Oh my goodness.
He says no traffic anywhere anymore.
It's the best we got too.
All the roads are
It is, baby.
The best we got.
But just tell me all the roads are closed. Joe, all the roads are closed.
And then if you're saying that's the surprise ticket, Kamala,
So good.
and then I'm with her, that's the best. These are the best people we can come up with. All right.
Oh, no one said anything about the word best.
Yeah.
That's what you're left with, basically.
This is the
Game of Thrones, baby.
This is
Thrones.
the best liars and pieces of crap basically that survive.
Has anybody been watching House of Dragons? Like, anybody else? Just me?
No.
What is it?
House of Dragons, Game of Thrones,
It's the prequel.
Yeah, it's amazing. This last episode was fantastic.
Didn't watch Game of Thrones either.
I watched.
You know what? I'll
Jen
tell you
and I
this,
watched.
Scoop. I'll tell you this. You do not have to watch Game of Thrones, but you can go to House of Dragons, which is the prequel. Just go to episode like season 1, and you're not missing anything. It's not like you have to have the global phenomenon that is Game of Thrones. And it's actually a better launch point to it because the production is a little bit better because it's already been successful. The writing is superb. Because that's one of my last tweets. I was like, when you watch House of Dragons, you realize how wonderfully written it is, and how the acting is. And then you watch Star Wars Acolyte, and it's cosplay, and it's garbage. It's terrible. So yeah, go House of Dragons, watch season 1, season 2. It's 8 episodes season 1, and there are 4 episodes in season 2. You'll be fine.
You know what you'll enjoy? Both of you guys
on.
and Jen, all 3 of you. Go watch Axel F on Netflix. Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I wanted to watch
Axel
that.
F.
Yeah.
We watched it, bro. Fucking just enjoyable. Damn good.
It's good?
It's good. Oh my god, dude. It's
Really?
fucking good. And they all came back. Taggart's like fucking is older than
He looks like
Taggart's
he's like Biden.
He's
Yeah,
like Biden.
he looks like
Taggart's
Biden.
as old as
No.
Biden. Judge Reinhold's in it. Dude, it's fucking great.
They
It is so much
redo
fun.
the scene where it's those 3 in a car, and it's the same 3 in a car. Yeah, it's amazing.
And the soundtrack is awesome. It's all the same songs, but just remixed now. It's
Really?
just fucking great. It's awesome.
You know what?
dude.
I'm happy
awesome.
because we saw the
You know what?
thing on the TV last night,
Mhm.
and I was like, I told Steph, I was like, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is out, and I was like, it can't be any good, right? I mean,
Totally enjoyed
as
it.
great as those movies are, I just knew that it was going to be disappointing. So I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. I definitely recommend it.
Okay.
We totally enjoyed it.
Oh, it says okay to that. I try to sell him on House of Dragon. I'll get right on it. I get
It's
right
stupid.
on it.
It's stupid.
That's not
Come on, bro.
stupid.
You're trying to sell him on 13 episodes of dragons and shit. Come on,
But it's not.
Scoop.
It's not about
But
the
it's
dragon thing.
Scoop.
That's not what the appeal.
He's
is.
not watching The Hobbit. He's not watching fucking any of that
Politics
shit.
about it. It's the political. like I can't believe I just saw what I just saw.
Well, I mean, because they're like, doing their sisters and shit. I mean,
No, actually, it says her uncle.
isn't that what they do in those movies, shows?
No, that's the original Game of Thrones. On this one, she's doing her uncle.
First cousin, whatever it is.
You're giving him 20 hours to invest in. I'm giving him 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
With Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. One night, I'm good. I'm good there.
You lose every
on
time.
something that I know is going to be funny.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
12 hours. It's just going to keep growing. So it's 12 hours. It's about an hour an episode. We're only 12 into this dragon thing.
You're already way behind, man. You're way
Oh, my
behind
goodness.
already. All right.
And I'll
what's
never
next?
catch up.
Oh, I put this on here for Scoop. Kellogg's is making crumble cookie cereal.
Let's go.
Idiots.
I think it sucks.
Yeah.
What a bunch of idiots.
Kellogg's crumble chocolatey chip cereal.
Now,
Well, so
is
here's
there a
my-
backdrop to it, like bran flakes and crumble cookies? Or it's not just like a Cookie Crisp thing?
I think it's like Cookie Crisp.
Well, that's what I think. I
really?
think it's the replacement to Cookie Crisp.
Oh.
A
Why are
modern
they
Cookie
replacing
Crisp.
Cookie Crisp? You don't replace Cookie Crisp.
No, Cookie Crisp was phenomenal.
And they took it off the market? What do you mean? It's gone?
I haven't
No.
seen it.
Of course not. No,
You
don't.
can still
No.
buy Cookie Crisp.
Can
What's in
you?
the box? What's in the box?
It's not
No.
Cookie Crisp. No, Cookie Crisp is still for sale,
It is? Okay.
but it's General Mills. This is Kellogg's.
Kellogg.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So there you go. They're trying to compete.
Listen, bro, I would try it.
Sure, why not?
Anything that's going to, especially if it's going to turn
Still
the
not
milk a
going to
good
clip cinnamon
color.
toast crunch milk.
No, dude, I had some of that last week. Jen went to Arizona for the week, so I was bachelor. Went right to Publix, bought a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oof. Haven't had that shit in years.
How long did it last?
It lasted
2 days.
16 hours.
Good boy.
16 hours.
But see, here's the thing. He says 16 hours. It's four
One
bowls.
sitting.
No, 4 bowls, right?
Basically like 4 or 5 bowls, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big bowl.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, I'm a big boy.
They've shrunk it over the years.
Yeah.
It's been
There's a
swimming
lot of
a
air in
cold
that
pool.
bag still, bro. There's a lot of air in that bag.
Cereal these days have been swimming in a cold
I
pool,
will say
my
this,
friend.
though. The milk
Yeah.
is still just as good at the end
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
by
cinnamon
far.
toast. They still put a
Oh,
lot of
of
that.
course.
Unlike Doritos, they still put a ton of that shit on there.
All right. Well, that's it
All
for
right.
Wheel of Topics. I think we're good.
All right, 5
You wanna get
questions.
into-
My questions.
5 questions.
What was your I'm dating a fucking idiot moment?
I got to be honest with you. I can't think of one for me, but I can think of a number of them for you.
That's not what the question said.
I've had a, yeah.
That poor girl.
Go ahead, Toast.
Well, I mean, I just had a couple of those moments. I don't remember a specific instance that I want to shame a poor girl. But yeah, there were a couple instances where oh my God, you're just an idiot, Dad. This is just over.
But what did they do? What did they do?
They started talking too much. Basically, they started using too many words, and some of them probably didn't know what those words meant. It was like, oh, okay, so yeah, we're done.
In poor context.
Just like okay, the purpose was served. See, now I sound like an asshole.
Well, it kind of
Well,
coincides
some
with
of them
what
aren't
my
very
answer
smart.
was. Yeah, well, it kind of coincides with my answer. And it was probably like that day too, because she was there when that era when Miami won a national championship. And I just remember, bringing her around and just saying in my mind over and over and over and over and over, please don't talk. 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 And that's literally when I was like, oh my God, she's an idiot.
Yeah, I've never
You guys?
dated an idiot, so I don't.
Okay.
Good for you.
Scooby?
Yeah,
kinda
I don't.
answered.
I've never been in a situation where
All right. What made you end a friendship?
Mine's easy, but we talked about it last week. I think the reason that families separate politics. I got a couple of friends that I adore that I just can't listen to. Get on these tears, and I'm like, no.
Same. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine. We actually went to the fire academy together, got hired together. Like our numbers are really, really close. Was in the fire service for a long time, and he like walked away from it. And I just remember the incessant, pessimism. And then one day I looked at him, and I could see the friendship crumbling before my eyes, right? And and it was like, one of the brothers at work too, man. Like I would watch his kids and stuff like that. And I just looked at him, I was like, man, I can't take this anymore, man. You got to change the record. And that was the term. That was the offensive term. I said, you have to change the record. I can't do this anymore. And like the devastation in his face. And then after that, we were no longer friends.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So for me, I can go with politics. Absolutely. Had a couple of buddies that went full on with that Q shit. I was like, I can't listen to this. That's all they would talk about. I just can't. We just can't talk anymore. Like I can't. Let me know when you're done with that shit. We can be friends again. Okay. Good.
It's a tough one again. I mean, politics is a good one. See, I don't talk politics or religion because I know that it doesn't, like, it never ends well.
Never.
Especially like you can't. That's the part that bothers me. Like if I wanted to have a conversation about that, like a true conversation, because I don't know a ton of shit about either one of them, to be quite honest with you. So, like, you can educate me on maybe either my beliefs or disbeliefs or whatever, but you can't have a conversation because people are just fucking idiots.
Well,
yeah. I mean, that was that's more of like a family thing because you're kind of around them, right? Or you can't get away from them,
right?
So you're kind of stuck. And then I just keep my mouth shut, and then they don't like me because I don't,
How can you not have an opinion about this? Oh, Jesus!
Because
that voice sounded eerily familiar.
I think you've got an opinion for the both of us.
that voice. I'd pee. All right. Jenners?
Yeah, I gave you my politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already went over this.
Yeah, I've blocked some people on social for that stuff, man.
Question number 3. What are your views on parallel dimensions and alternate realities?
All in there. You know what I started watching again? Fringe.
I read your mind. I was going to say, what, Fringe?
There you
it's
go.
A good show. That actor died. Show. That actor died.
The dad, Walter?
No, the boss, Olivia Dunham's boss.
Yes, the boss. Yes, yeah. Dude, he's been a lot. I loved him, dude. He's been a lot of cool stuff.
Well, I've spent, especially with a lot of guys on social and like Canes fans for years and years. I played a lot of Destiny, and he was the main leader in Destinies of all. Same voice actor, and Lance Riddick.
Yep.
Yeah, so
we just lost him like a year ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. Yeah. I mean, as far as that gaming community, they were sad. I was sad. I logged in to just like walk over to where his character was, and it was just like they had a memorial set up for him in the game, and it was sad.
All right.
I do too. I mean, I just listen. I mean, you said don't get into religion, politics. I mean, obviously, I'm a creationist. I believe in a creator. I just think for time, space, and matter to just come out of thin air, we're finite beings. It's such an infinite world with infinite possibilities. Universe, yes. I can't even wrap my head around this topic. But what are my views on parallel dimensions and alternate realities? Sure, it's cool. I'd like to visit one of them one day.
Yeah.
I got in a conversation at 8:00 this morning with Kenzie as we're taking her up to get her shoulder worked on. And the conversation was about dinosaurs, the Ice Age, evolution, and the pyramids. So, yeah, it was a rabbit hole. And this kid has more questions. I'm just like, that's never even crossed my mind. I don't even know what she's asking me. So yeah, the pyramids are fascinating to me. So is a parallel universe? Did they build that shit?
You got to turn her on to.
fridge.
You got to sit her right down in front of Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens?
Ancient Aliens, bro, on Discovery. Like, oh shit, like
It's
on Max. Bro, like
What is
that's
that?
yeah, the pyramids, parallel, you got dude, yeah. Throw her in front of that shit.
She was coming up with all kinds of stuff. And I was like,
Yeah, she
wait a
will
minute.
love that.
Didn't the dinosaurs like explode because of a meteor? And then we're like, where'd the meteor hit? And she was like, in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah.
And I said, can we go to the meteor site? And she's like, no, it's not visible from the Earth's surface, apparently, but yet it's under the peninsula. And I'm like, well, how the fuck does that work? So you're telling me that the crater is underneath the land of the peninsula? It's not underwater, so you can't like what are we talking about? So all the dinosaurs exploded because this thing hit down to Mexico, and then it turned into the Ice Age, and then us idiots are here somehow.
Listen, bro, wait until she finds out that fucking
us idiots built the pyramids. Yeah, I don't fucking think so.
Wait until all the kids find out that fucking Yellowstone's a giant super volcano that one day is going to destroy the entire fucking continent of North America.
See,
there you go.
That too.
Yeah.
How did they build the pyramids? I want to know who built it.
Yeah,
and how they built the shit.
Like, I'll be honest, that's like the one thing. Like, I don't think I would have a whole lot of regrets, but it would be cool if like right before you die, you could like get answers to like 5 questions. Like, what's going to happen to humanity? Like, who built the fucking pyramid? Like, just to, and then I know that. Okay, now I can die.
I'm wondering who built the pyramids. Number 1 on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, they have rocks from like quarries that were 200 to 300 miles away.
Yes.
And these rocks are between 2 and 80 tons.
Yes.
Come on, bro. Listen.
We're talking about a 50,000 pound rock that then has to be cut and placed perfectly so it's not fucked up by the time you get to the tippity top.
Bro, it's not even
where it points directly to something.
You want to know who built the pyramids?
You got to be shitting me with this stuff.
You want to know who built the pyramids?
Who built the pyramids?
Bob
the Pilgrims.
the Builder. Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder.
Bro, you watch that Ancient Aliens. There's a site somewhere like in South America or Central America where there are stones that are all fitted together and basically have like razor cut edges that are like thousands of years old. They're trying to figure out like what tools were able to do these cuts and everything. It's absolutely freaking insane. But yeah, there's stuff all over the place.
What's the name of this damn thing?
Ancient Aliens, bro. I don't really. Yeah, Ancient Aliens. Get all over that. Yeah, it's been on for like I don't know.
Oh my god!
10,
I mean, never come out.
No, you may never come out, dude. It's fucking insane.
That's amazing.
And the main guy on it too with the crazy hair.
Oh, he's the meme of the memes, isn't he?
Yes.
Aliens. Aliens.
You'll recognize him. You see memes with him. Yeah, you'll see him.
All right, I gotta check this out.
Giorgio,
see, that's much more. That's much
better
better than talking about dragons and fucking your uncle and shit.
I don't know who's uncle, but okay.
Well, on the show, Ro already
Too bad
told
we
us.
can't title the show that this week. Dragons and effing your uncle.
Are we moving on here?
Sure.
Question number 4. How do you handle criticism or feedback?
What kind of question is that?
Hey, man, we started off with a banger. We'll get fun after this. We just talked about alternate realities. I want to know how you handle criticism and feedback.
I usually fucking tell people to shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Fuck yourself. Like, yeah,
not well.
Not well. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. No, I'm not really.
Let's just leave it there.
No.
Yeah.
You know, well, now see, for me, it just depends where it comes from. So I have,
as I was to say, who's it coming from?
See, so for me, it comes from. So like we kind of have like a hierarchy, right? So it's like you don't let the rookie or somebody like in the lower ranks kind of give me criticism. That's just not how that shit works. I don't open that invitation. However, I do have somebody that I trust who's the rank right, underneath my rank, and that is my blindside officer. So that guy has permission when I give him permission to say, hey, what am I missing? What do I need to see? And when he says it, I take it with a grain of salt, but I usually listen with intent and fervor. And that's how I take it. But yeah, no, rookie's not going to tell me feedback or criticism. Not happening. Nope.
Yeah. I mean, look, in my business, I have to always surround myself with people who are better than I am at what I do. So if they would like to criticize me, I mean, I don't really get criticism, but if they want to provide feedback, I'm open for all kinds of shit. But if you're going to criticize me, it better be coming from a place of higher productivity, promise, and in a way that's professional. Or else, toast, yeah, you know, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's where I am. When people criticize me, my first response is, well, then you do it.
Basically, there you go. Yeah.
My first response.
Yeah. Fuck off. You do it better.
Can't accept it in any way.
How's that for maturity? Fuck off. All right, last one.
Sweet. Hold on. That just reminded me of a funny story. Well, I'd have to find this text if I had it, but I had an issue with my landscape company. And they wanted to we have a lot of hedges on the property, and we don't need a monthly service, and they took care of all the stuff and the hedges when they needed to be trimmed and pay for some other stuff separately. And so the hedges were getting a little overgrown, and I'm like texting the company. I'm like, hey, you know, what's going on? When are you guys planning on doing it? Yada, yada, yada. And he says, you know, I'll go ahead and send you a quote to trim the hedges. And I said, what do you mean? You guys have been trimming my hedges as part of my contract for the past 10 years. Right? So what are we doing here? And he says, if it's more than 6 feet, we don't cut it more than 6 feet. I was like, but isn't it your responsibility to trim it so it doesn't get to 6 feet? Isn't that part of the contract? You're the servicer. And this person says, text me, do you honestly think that for whatever the number is per month, this should be included? So do I honestly think that well, I don't know, for the past 10 years, it has been fucking included. So yes, I do think so. Right? Unfortunately, it's impossible for that to be part of the service. And I said, what I honestly think is your approach to this situation is dog shit.
They're going to kill your hedges.
And I said, hey, I no longer need your services.
Bro, he's going to trim your hedge so it's a giant dildo.
Yeah. Well, he no longer
to a giant penis.
Yard. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Oh,
like, oh my God, Scoop's going to come home and someone turned his hedge into a fucking dragon.
It's going to sprayed uncle right into it.
There you go. All right.
Sorry. Last question.
Tangent. What's 5?
What's something a teacher did that you'll never forget?
I know Rose.
Do you?
I know mine. I think I've told this story before.
Good.
I think I just told it recently. The time that I was in choir class, and our choir teacher, who was a former Miss Minnesota, asked my classmate who had poison ivy on his penis and had been swollen up to pull it out in the middle of class so she could see it.
What?
And he did.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard this story.
I didn't tell this. Oh my God! So my roommate, the kid lives across the hall from me, sophomore year, Corey, got poison ivy and masturbated, and so he got it on his dick. And his dick swelled up so it was like a soda can. And we were all like, listen, Mo, we're all, 17-year-olds. So we're like, oh my God, dude, look at his dick. And so we're talking about it. And then we're in choir class, and our choir teacher was a former Miss Minnesota. Her husband was the orchestra person. So they were a couple that lived on campus. And she heard us talking about it. She's like, I want to see the swollen penis. And so he whipped it out right there, and yeah.
Fascinating.
Wouldn't be able to happen nowadays. It'd be like, I'm sure,
That's
HR
amazing.
issues and police called. It was a simpler time.
That's awesome. Really
Scoop, I'm
fantastic.
curious.
It's really not
what's
awesome,
mine?
though.
I thought it was going to be the nun smacking your hand with the ruler.
No, that's
no,
not
no.
actually the thing that a teacher did that I'll never forget. Even though that's a great story.
Please tell us.
But
though.
that's not the one that came out. I'll tell you exactly what. Alfonso Roundtree caught 4 receptions for 108 yards, including a touchdown. Unfortunately for St. Thomas Aquinas quarterback Frank Marcianti, he played for the opposing team. I saw that article highlighted. I'll always remember that article highlighted because my English teacher put it on my desk. Thanks, dickhead.
Rough, man. They wouldn't be able to do that now. It's mental health issues.
Look at me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, cheers to that.
And I think I told you the story too. My cousin, he's a chiropractor, and it was so funny because he goes, "Hey," and that particular individual ended up playing for the Dolphins for a little bit. Alfonso did. And next thing you know, my cousin's like, "Hey, man, I want you to talk to somebody." And the guy goes, "Hey, what's up, QB?" And I've never said a word to this individual in my life. And for some reason, I knew it was him. I swear I cannot make that up. He literally puts the guy on the phone. He goes, "Hey, what's up, Mr. QB?" And I was like, "Hey, Alfonso, how's it going, man? You know, I got you into college in that one game and we just talked like we knew each other for years." I knew it was him. Don't ask me how. What's it? Something that a teacher did that you'll never forget, Scoopy?
I had 2 pop into my mind. One wasn't to me. One was just in general, which was we were standing in line ready to go to lunch. I was in 5th grade, maybe. And a woman comes running. We had outside hallways, right? Pompano Elementary School. So all the doors and all the hallways are outside. Nothing was inside. And a teacher comes running down the middle, screaming that the space shuttle just blew up. So I'll never forget that. That was pretty wild, right?
Yeah, I was in Mr. Wachowski's art class.
Tropical Elementary. We actually were outside. We went outside onto the PE grounds to watch it, and then we literally saw it blow up in the sky, and they walked us back into the classroom.
Ooh.
Crazy.
We had they had to wheel the TV in.
Yeah.
They were all on wheels with the VCR too.
We had the same thing. They wheeled it in on the cart.
Wheel it on in.
We watched it blow up. They wheeled it right out.
All right. Enough of that.
Yeah, I heard those astronauts are still alive somewhere. One's a professor up in New York or something.
Yeah. Oh, you see their doppelgangers. Yeah, I've seen it.
They covered that on the H and Alien show.
That's right. I can't wait to watch
episode on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any really good ones. I just had a teacher hit a kid with a book once. And I was like, oh my God. I remember it vividly too.
Threw it at them or just smacked them with it?
Spanish teacher. He kicked the kid out of the class, and while he was walking out, he said something, and he turned and went, "Pah!" And he caught him like on the shoulder.
Ooh.
And that was, I think
you got arrested and
I got suspended without pay. I don't know if he got fired or what, but I remember what happened to him. I'll never forget him hitting that kid with that book.
I had one middle school teacher. I forgot about this. I had to testify and think because she lost her job because she was fucking back crap crazy. But she had this she had brain surgery, and she would ask us to come up and feel the scars in her head. Yeah, she lost her job. She went to the nutty farm, I believe. Actually, that's probably a disrespectful thing to say.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I'm sorry. She got mental
feel
health
the scars
issues.
in her head, or goes to the nutty farm.
Well,
okay.
One of them was that was what happened.
The nutty farm.
All right. What are we naming this thing?
There's
Not
a late
the nutty
entry.
Farm. No, not the nutty farm.
Hold on, let's hear what Jenner
Late
says.
entry.
I have one that I wrote down actually.
Good. I'm sure we probably have the same one on this list. The most willing to put out. which is what Rose calling everybody trying to join the conferences. I fart on that thing. Kenny Rogers roasters. my favorite, I think the leader in the clubhouse right now, Franks and Beans. The belly lifter, worst to worser. I'll start doing chair yoga. I don't know why I wrote that down. He just thinks it's Jill, and a late nod to the Nutty Farm.
Nice.
I had shit game plan, Larry.
There you go.
Good one too.
I like that one too. All right.
All right, so we're down to shit game plan, Larry, Frank and Beans, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, what are you going with, boys?
I flip a coin. I chuckled on both. I think
So
I might
did I.
have chuckled. I think I might have chuckled harder on shit game plan, Larry.
Yeah, I think let's go with that. We so rarely do a football type title.
True. All right, good.
We did lots of Canes talk, shit game plan, Larry. Good job.
All right.
So programming note, the three of us, at least in this incarnation, will not be on next week. But I believe our AI counterparts may have a little something they drop.
Oh boy, we're gonna do that.
I believe so.
Might as well.
Beginning of the end. Us.
I think he can nail it off. Just do an OBB show in the spirit of the OBB. Go.
How do you? So how
the
do you,
first thing it's gonna do? It's gonna dog us for being like, oh, these guys are too lazy to come up with a show on their own.
100%.
1000%.
Yeah, they're going to talk about the fact that they're better at this than we are, which is not wrong.
They'll open with the mystery ailment of the week.
There you go.
Every week, someone's got a back or a neck or a shoulder or a head or an arm or something.
Yeah. No, it's going to be rip fest.
So how would you get? Would you put in, like, you send us the show prep, right? Would you put in that show prep for it and say these are the topics, these are the wheel of topic questions, this is 5 questions, and have them do the whole thing?
Well, I don't think it's a 90-minute episode.
Yeah, I don't think
it's like maybe 10 minutes.
But
I don't need to be 90 minutes.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'll give it a topic, and I'll say, here's the topic. What do you think the OBBs would say about this?
I'm looking forward to next.
This is gonna be good.
Episode.
We'll see what happens.
So
we'll give it some wheel of topics. We'll give it some 5 questions.
All right, beautiful. Fucking love it. All right. For those that are going to be doing some traveling, safe travels. Have fun with the families. We'll see you guys back here in a couple of weeks. As always, go Canes!
Help!
Bange.